I think it's obvious 80 million people last night watched this debate, the whole world. Good Lord, help us. And, you know, I get so excited when everything that can be shaken is shaken. I got a couple amens. Come on, you guys weren't created for safety.
Come on.
You were created to shine in the darkest days. And so I've been meditating ever since then, you know, over what we watched, about how this is a season of unsettling. This is a season of shifting. This is a season of exposing. Right? Inside of the church, outside of the church, God's shaking everything. And, you know, the Israelites and those in the Bible, they longed for seasons like this. Because it meant that God was removing everything out of their life that was in the way. And I thought it was interesting as I was doing some research on this town and this state, which is so beautiful. I was born and raised in Montana, so man, it just get me to the mountains, baby. I was scouting for some elk hunting up there, you know, get me to the hills. But I had this word, right, about the shaking and all this kind of stuff, and I had no idea that you guys had an earthquake here in 2020. Some of y'all know that. It's not a common thing, okay? So right before COVID happened, it shook, I believe it was March when I was reading, it shook here in Salt Lake, and a certain emblem came up of a certain building.
Hey!
Okay, can I just explain something? That's not like coincidence. Okay? Like that's not how God moves. When he moves, it's like very obvious. It's like, hello, is anybody awake? And I see there's reconstruction and there's people that are trying to make certain buildings earthquake proof. Good luck. And I say that as somebody that lives in California, where we have earthquakes all the time. You cannot withstand the shaking of the Lord.
That's it.
And I know we're all saying amen, but that means he's shaking us too.
That's right.
And it says here in Hebrews, we really got to discover in 2020, I mean, you guys can't believe that happened, it's wild. You guys got to feel it physically, and the rest of America and the world got to feel it spiritually, how everything was shaken, and we had to find out who we truly were. You know, I was a worship leader at a really cool mega church. We had the best streaming in America. We were so cool. We had skinny jeans. We were just, I mean, everything we sung was amazing and perfect, and it sounded great, and our hair was made, it just looked great. And then the governor told us, hey, strip clubs can be open, bars can be open, casinos can be open, but the church, you gotta be quiet. And so it had to test the strength of our worship. Like, do we really believe these songs we're singing? And so we made the tagline, the church has left the building. And we gathered on beaches. We gathered in parks. And we broke every rule that there was, and we smiled while doing it. And you know what? We saw God move. We saw heaven respond. We saw people getting healed and saved and delivered and set free. We saw people that were about to jump to their death from suicide and depression get healed and get radically set free. We saw people that were bound in addictions get totally delivered. And you guys think that COVID was just this moment of shaking. Guys, that's just the beginning. I tell people, like, It ain't even election season yet. Buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to get wild the next couple months. Listen, there's one takeaway from what happened last night. It's going to get wild.